Welcome to Seneca Indians Baseball on KNEO 91.7 FM with live audio and video online at kneo.org. This broadcast is a sporting outreach of the KNEO Sports Network. You're now locked into the official pregame show of the Seneca Indians. Now let's go to Ben Walcott live on location.
And a pleasant, good Tuesday afternoon as we welcome you here to Seneca, Missouri. We get set for high school baseball here on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network. I'm Ben Walcott, joined by Coach Darryl Harbaugh. Your countdown to first pitch sponsors, People's Bank of Seneca and Prater's Pharmacy. And Darryl, we got a good game on our hands here tonight, a non-conference game between the Carthage Tigers coming in 7-4 overall and the Seneca Indians coming in at 7-3 overall.
Yeah, the two pretty good teams. Carthage is much improved from last year. Had a little down year last year, but they're on the upswing and everything's working for them right now. And Seneca, they've lost a couple here lately. They haven't been at full strength at the Monette tournament, but still yet they're getting a lot of young kids playing time, and this ought to be a pretty good one. Yeah,
they started off the year 6-0, 1-3 in their last four, but a little bit tougher competition as well. You think about Gravette was a top 4 team in the state last year, and Arkansas lost 14-13 in that crazy game last Monday night. Lost to Monette 9-3. Monette is a top team in Class 4. You know, that's a district opponent as well. And then CJ, also another top team this year. So they're playing some hard games, but that just gets you ready for Big 8 play and district play later on.
Yeah, and it also lets Coach Hughes know, where everyone's at. He's playing some younger kids out there and in different spots, and a lot of different rotations and stuff. And it's like, who can he count on, who can he not count on? He's getting all that trying to figure it out right now.
Yeah, and they had some games postponed. They were supposed to go to Reed's last Tuesday. That game got postponed. Not sure if that game will be made up or not. They were supposed to go to Gravette yesterday. That game got canceled. That one is not getting made up, but they did add a game on Friday. We won't have this broadcast, but they go to Stratford Friday afternoon. Stratford, one of the top teams in Class 3. Right now they're 8-1, so they're getting their competition in. I mean, you think about, Drew and Grant are probably your 1 and 2 pitchers. They're probably interchangeable as Drew gets to start here today. Grant gets to start on Thursday against Aurora, would be my guess. I'm not.
Right.
And then you're trying.
Correct.
And then you're trying to find your 3, 4, 5 pitchers for weekend duties.
You may be looking at Jagger Wilson. You may be looking at Colton Curtis. You may be looking at Caden Johnson. So, he's got some pitchers in there that he needs work on too. They need work on the mound, and because when you take those kids out of position, well, now you've got to fill that position with some younger kid that's coming in. And so he's got to figure out his rotation while he's doing that.
Yeah, the lineup today will be a little bit different than normal due to that. We'll get to that here later on. But with Drew pitching, the outfield rotation will look a little bit different for Seneca. Your countdown to first pitch sponsors, People's Bank of Seneca and Prater's Pharmacy. We'll take a timeout, come back with more of the preview after this on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
Prater's Pharmacy in Seneca is a proud supporter of the Seneca Indians. The pharmacy is open from 9 to 5:30 Monday through Friday and from 9 to 1 on Saturday. They offer an automatic refill program and internet refill service online at praterspharmacy.com and through their mobile apps. They also have a drive-through window. Prater's Pharmacy at 1711 Cherokee in Seneca, 417-776-8701. Go Indians!
Seneca Indian Athletics is sponsored by Prairie Top Chiropractic. Located at 4556 Quince Road in Seneca, chiropractic physician Seth Wilson offers chiropractic services to Seneca and the surrounding areas. For appointment information, their phone number is 417-776-4556. 4556 or discover more at facebook.com/Prairie Top Chiropractic. Prairie Top Chiropractic, where their slogan is better health, better you.
Historians will probably call this present era in the Western world that we're living in the age of anxiety.
Billy Graham.
This generation is dying not from external pressures, but from internal combustion. In other years, men feared death. Today, they seem to fear life. God has never promised to remove our troubles, problems, and difficulties, but God has promised His peace, a sense of assurance and security in the midst of trouble and conflict. What we need to do is to get our eyes on Christ, idolize Him, worship Him. He will never fall nor fail. Be that kind of a follower of Christ. And you can say with Paul, for me to live is Christ. His grace, His peace, His assurance, His security will be mine.
It's easy to let troubles distract you from the joy and peace that Jesus offers. We can help you get your focus back on Jesus. Visit us at findpeacewithgod.net. We're the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association.
A new era in local sports begins. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report is where you'll find all of your local sports information. Join Sports Director Michael Imami and reporters Chaz Wright and Tashina Coleman every night. We cover Little League, high school athletics, Missouri Southern, and Pittsburgh State, along with countless community colleges in the 4 states. We cover it all. So whether you're a Chiefs, Cardinals, Eagles, or Wildcats fan, you won't want to miss the Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report.
And we welcome you back. Yes, Seneca and Carthage get set for battle here. And, Coach, you know, last week was an insane game, not only score-wise, the first game that we covered, it was 14-13. Gravette won. You know, Seneca came back from being down 13-9 to having the tying run at second, but just the weather as well that night. You know, it started off sunny, and then we had about a 15-minute rain delay, you know, about 5 minutes the first time, and then 10 minutes the second time, and then the sun, or not the sun obviously died down, but then the rain stopped, and then the wind just picked up probably in the 5th inning, and that kind of affected some things as well. And today, you know, we've had warm days all week, and then you get, you know, past a couple days, and then you get to today, and what is it? It's cold and damp and probably 45 degrees outside with a wind. It's kind of going in, I would say, maybe straight across, left to right.
It's out of the northwest, somewhere.
Coach putting his hood up, lost his headset.
Lost my headset for a second, but no, it's I get tickled because it'd be nice for a long time, and then all of a sudden the game day happens and it cools off and windy. But it's not near the wind that we had at the Carthage game last year when we was up there at Wendell Redden Stadium up there.
You know, sustained winds of, what was it, 40 miles an hour.
It was brutal.
It was a lot worse that day than it is here today, so you got to give a lot of credit to those guys. You know, Seneca, you know, you mentioned that game last year. That was one of Carthage's, I think, 3 wins on the year. They beat Seneca 3-2, and it went extra innings. So Seneca looking for a little bit of payback here.
It was one of those games that we just couldn't get the hit at the right time. I think we out-hit them and outplayed them, but we just couldn't get the right hit at the right time to get the boys to score. And then
errors too. There were some
errors. we had some errors, but you're talking about that 13-12 game that we had. You know, we go. That's a product of, there was a couple pitchers out there, one from Seneca and one from that we just couldn't find the strike zone. We had walks, we had errors on both teams, and you know how that does, just a snowball effect. And Seneca had that a couple times over at the Monette tournament. We were playing good, and then we just had one of those innings, and it's just we could play with everybody, but we just had one of those innings, and it happens. But that's what happens when you're throwing out at the first of the season, when you're throwing out some young kids trying to figure out who can play and where they can play.
Yeah, both teams are ready to go here, but we still supposedly have 15 minutes till first pitch. Both teams got their infield done early, just waiting on the umpires, which I think the umpires are chilling in their vehicle.
Well, that's where I would be if I was an umpire.
At this point, but it should be a good one here between these two teams. You mentioned that Monette tournament last weekend, Daryl, and Seneca went 1-2, but you think about the two losses, they're to two very good teams. Monette, that's a district opponent. You know, they jumped out to a 3-0 lead. They pulled Sherwood after a certain amount of pitches, had to bring in somebody else. And I think, if I remember correctly, Monette did not start the kid that no-hit Seneca last year, and he came in and kind of shut them down the rest of the night. So just between those two things, both teams aren't playing their number ones the entire game.
What happened at a Monette game? Okay, this is the growing pains that we're going through here at Seneca baseball. You got a bunch of games in a row. You got pitch counts you got to think about all the time, and so through the little bit here, Sherwood pitched well. He pitched good, but Chris has to pull him because of the pitch count, so he can be eligible tonight and further on. Trying to get everything lined up. Okay, well, Ian Heffern came in, and Ian had trouble adjusting to – he was throwing good pitches, but he was having a hard time adjusting to what the umpire was calling. The umpire has his strike zone. You got to adjust to his strike zone. That's a part of growing up that Ian came in and pitched I think it was at the CJ game. He came back in, he pitched well. And he pitched good against CJ. That's part of it. That's part of the growing pains that you got to go through. You got a sophomore kid, and what is he? Got a sophomore kid out there learning how to play the game, learning how to pitch, and it's just going to make him better. I know he was upset about it, and he was very mad at himself, but that's all part of it, and he's just going to get better over the years.
Go ahead and take another timeout. Come back with more of the preview after this on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
A proud supporter of local high school athletics is Numac Electric. Serving Newton and McDonald County, they provide power for area homes and businesses and want to wish all the athletes much success throughout the season. For online bill pay and account information, the website is numac.com or 417-451-1515. Numac Electric, proudly serving Newton and McDonald County, where their slogan is your touchstone energy partner.
The Seneca R7 School District is proud to support the student athletes and coaches competing in this game. High school activities help students learn life values such as hard work, dedication, and teamwork. The Seneca R7 School District is honored to serve such a great community and wants to thank all the Indian fans for their great support. The Seneca R7 School District, tradition, pride, class.
At ProLube Tire and Auto Center, we know what it means to rely on your vehicle. We race all year and know how to get that extra inch out of every part. Precision, quality, and reliability are not just words to us. It's what we do every day. We know you rely on your vehicle to perform for your family. From oil changes to full-on repairs, ProLube gives you the best racetrack team experience, so you can be worry-free.
ProLube Tire and Auto Center, where we get it right on the road and the track.
A proud backer of the Seneca Indians is Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home of Seneca. Located at 1101 Cherokee, they are honored to serve the area with traditional service options, including church and graveside services. They also have pre-arranged funeral plans. For more information, the phone number for Funeral Director Mike Steele at Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home of Seneca is 417-776-2251 or online campbell-biddlecomefh.com.
Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Seneca is the place to go before or after the game. Check out their amazing menu of fan-favorite blizzards like Oreo or cookie dough. Happy hour is daily from 2 to 5 p.m. That means everything you can drink from a straw is half price, excluding premium shakes. Don't forget to grab one of their $7 meal deals or their signature stack burgers and top it off with a Misty Slush. The Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Seneca, located at 308 Washington, open daily from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Proud to support the Seneca Indians.
Hi, this is Jamie Langford with Langford Insurance at 910 Washington Avenue in Seneca, Missouri. My wife Terry and I are proud to serve our local area, and we're also proud to support the Seneca High School Pride Marching Band. Langford Insurance specializes in life, agribusiness, commercial, and personal insurance needs. Please stop by and see us at our office or call us at 417-776-LIFE or visit us at www.midaminsurance.com.
A sponsor of community broadcasting on KNEO, Southwest Missouri Bank and Neosho, serving the Neosho area from 2 locations. They offer personal banking services, including checking and savings accounts, home loans, and online banking. Learn more online at smbonline.com. Southwest Missouri Bank, an equal housing lender. Member FDIC, where their slogan is
Southwest Missouri Bank. We can do that.
Singing is my career and my calling, but I'm also a mother of 4.
And as entrepreneurs, we weigh the cost of every decision.
Medical bills are no longer a worry for our family, so I can focus on my calling.
And our family.
Joining Christian Healthcare Ministries was one of the best decisions we ever made. We're the Blair family, and this is our CHM story.
Choose your doctor without network restrictions, all at an affordable price. Enroll anytime at chministries.org/enroll.
And we welcome you back. Your starting lineups here this afternoon, if I can find it, are, well, that's not it. Let me see if I can find see who they're brought to you by. Your starting lineups here this afternoon are brought to you by Prairie Top Chiropractic and Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. Carthage as the designated away team here. Blaine Lillienkamp is leading things off. He plays shortstop. Batting second, number 8, the center fielder, number 8, Langston Morgan. The third batter in the order is the designated hitter, number 14, Ty Perry. The cleanup hitter is the catcher, number 6, Zach Hohenschel. Batting fifth and playing first base, number 42, Taylor Stevens-Diggs. Batting sixth and playing shortstop, number 1, Brady Carlton. Batting seventh and playing right field, number 30, Ethan Stark. Batting eighth and playing second base, number 5, Braden Tate. And batting ninth and playing left field, number 18, Cooper Lillienkamp. Seneca, like we said, will look a little bit different in the field here tonight. Caden Klaus in left, Roman Miller in center, and Cooper Shaver in right field, left to right. In the infield, it will be Houchin at third, Wilson at shortstop, Roark at second base, as the first pitch is hammered to left center field, and that's down. That's going to be at loose 2 bases for Blaine Lillienkamp, and he starts off the game with a bang and a double.
First swing right over the shortstop's head is a good poke.
And then Braden Roark is playing second. Hagan Ginger is playing first with a battery of Cade Johnson catching Drew Sherwood here this afternoon. That might have been one of those get me across fastballs, thinking you're not going to swing at the first pitch of the game, and Blaine said not so fast.
Yeah, he stuck his bat out.
So that's a pass, a wild pitch on the play, as Morgan looked like he might bunt and sacrifice him over, but now he doesn't have to, as a wild pitch allows Lillienkamp to get to third base, and a 1-0 count here on Morgan. See if Sherwood can bear down here. So that pitch is across for a strike, and the count's 1-1. This is the same umpire that we had last Monday, so I'm going to be a little more hesitant to call things here.
He takes his time being dramatic or something. I really don't know why he does that, but he does.
As here comes the 1-1, and that pitch is poked towards third and rolls foul. So the count 1-2.
Got him chase a curveball down and out of the strike zone. He just kind of chopped it foul.
You would love a strikeout here if you're Sherwood. Seneca will give up a run for an out, basically anywhere except up the corners. So the 1-2 pitch is just a tad bit low, looked like a fastball, and the count's 2-2. Apologize for the angle because you can't get the whole field there, but it's just kind of the cards we're dealt with. The 2-2 pitch is hit on a couple hops to third. He comes home with it and tags him out at home, and that's what we were talking about. If it was hit to third or first, they may come home. Houchin throws a bullet to home, and there's one out here as Morgan replaces Lillienkamp, and so good job there by Houchin, and Lillienkamp probably going because you're going to force them to make a throw, and that was a good throw by Houchin.
Yeah, good throw, good, and plenty of time. He didn't even slide. He just knew he was out.
So that first fastball is a little bit high, so the count's 1-0 here on Ty Perry. Sponsors here this afternoon: Newmac Electric, Prater's Pharmacy, Prolube Maintenance Center, Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, and Seneca True Value. So that 1-0 hits the inside corner, and the count's 1-1. And Daryl's just going to laugh the entire game.
I guess at the umpire. It's just, he's pitching. He just takes about 2 seconds before he calls it, or before we know what it is. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, he knows what he's calling, as the 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed. And so the count 1-2. Like we said in the pregame show, this is way different than the game last year. Yeah, it may have been a little bit warmer last year, but the wind was blowing about 30 miles an hour more. As that one's popped in the air in foul territory, Ginger calling for it out there and grabs it in foul territory for out number 2.
That's be huge. We just get out of this inning with no runs.
Yeah.
Especially a leadoff double.
And
wild
gets to
pitch,
third
get the triple, or gets to third.
And with no outs either.
No outs and no strikes.
And I missed first pitch, what time it was. I would guess somewhere around 4:25 because we're a couple minutes early. As the runner takes off towards second. That one poked in the air down the left field line. It's in foul territory. Caden Kloss almost overruns it, but able to grab it out there in foul territory for the final out of the inning. For Carthage, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and they strand 1 through a half inning. It is Carthage nothing, and Seneca coming up here on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
Being a Lion comes with a reputation for excellence. Whether it's in the classroom, on the court, or in the community, Lions are leading the way. With innovative and immersive academic programs, new scholarship opportunities, and a campus committed to the future, now is the perfect time to find your purpose. Find your pride at Missouri Southern State University.
Marine Center Incorporated is a sponsor of Seneca Athletics. In business since 1979, they offer Mercury and Suzuki motors, along with low boats as well as boat repairs. Located at 4961 Highway 43 in Joplin, Missouri, open Monday through Friday 9 to 5, Saturday 9 to 12, and closed on Sunday. For more information, the phone number is 417-781-7450 or online at marinecenterjoplin.com. The Marine Center Incorporated, where the slogan is, your family boating headquarters.
At First Community Bank, we understand the importance of choice. That's why we offer our Community Choice checking account with you in mind. Say goodbye to monthly service fees and hello to free money with rewards and interest payments. Open a Community Choice checking account with First Community Bank and earn up to $100 in rewards. Make the right choice today. Visit firstcommunity.net. First Community Bank, where community comes first. Member FDIC. See bank for complete details.
And we welcome you back as Seneca will lead things off with Jagger Wilson here. We'll get you their starting lineup here in a minute. We weren't able to get it at the start of the game due to how fast everything went. So Wilson fouls the first one off. So the count's 0-1. Wilson leads things off. Drew Sherwood batting second. Cade Johnson third. Cleanup hitter is Hagen Ginger. Batting fifth is Grant Houchin. Sixth is Caden Klaus. So here comes the 0-1. And that fastball stays outside. So the count's 1-1. Seventh is Roman Miller. Eighth is Braden Roark. And ninth is the designated hitter, Lane Scribner. Extra player is Cooper Shaver out in left field. That one is popped in the infield. The second baseman, Tate, calling for it and grabbing it for the first out. So one gone. Carthage looks like this in the field. In left field is Cooper Lillienkamp. In center field is Langston Morgan. In right field is Ethan Stark. Left to right in the infield at third base is Blaine Lillienkamp. At shortstop is Brady Carlton. At second base is Braden Tate. At first base is Taylor Stevens-Diggs. It's that first pitch.
A little high for ball one.
Was a ball. Counts 1-0 with a battery of Zach Hohenschel catching Brody Coyle as that pitch is fouled off by Sherwood. So the count's 1-1. So we got everybody situated now. Only, a half inning plus in.
Yeah, they didn't want to interview anybody. They just wanted to play.
That pitch is in there for a strike, and the count now 1-2. 1 ball and 2 strikes here. A leadoff double and went to third on a wild pitch as that curveball stays outside. So counts 2-2, but Seneca did a good job to wiggle out of that first inning with no damage after a leadoff double.
Good play by Houchin bringing home to get the runner.
It's the 2-2 pitch is spoiled foul out of play. So the count will remain 2-2. Looks like it went into the track. Bleachers.
I heard it.
Yeah. And I forgot to give you the weather forecast as well at the beginning of the game as that curveball stays outside. So the count's now full at 3-2. It's 48 degrees here. It looks like it might rain, but supposedly there's no chance of rain in the forecast.
Don't put it by it.
That pitch is high for ball 4, so Sherwood battles from a 1-2 count to get a 1-out walk. Cade Johnson will come to the plate.
I don't think that radar can pick up all that drizzle we had today, too.
Yeah. I'll see if there is – Sherwood is going to run for himself at the moment. I was going to say, I see if there's a courtesy runner at some point.
They usually don't take Drew out. Even though he is pitching, they won't take him out of the game. He's too good a base runner.
As stepping off is Cole. As Cade Johnson settles into the box. Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home, Big Nickel, Missouri Southern State University, and Marine Center Incorporated, all sponsoring the broadcast. That one poked in the air down the right field line, and it's in fair territory. An excellent catch out there in right field by Stark. As it was on the run and able to snag it. If that gets by him, that's at least a triple for Cade, and Drew is coming in to score.
Yeah. I mean, it was a good he ran it down. I mean, he was running full blast when he caught that ball, so it was just on the edge. Let's see if Hagen can hit one here, get something started.
As Ginger will come to the plate with 2 outs. That pitch up the middle. Hit to second as Tate throws to first, and they work around the 1-out walk. No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left on. We are through 1, no score here on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
Seneca True Value is an authorized dealer of Hustler lawnmowers and is a proud supporter of the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network. Seneca True Value offers tools, equipment, and products for professional contractors and do-it-yourselfers. They are open 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday and 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Saturday. Located at 404 Cherokee Avenue in Seneca. For more information, their phone number is 417-776-6000. Go Indians!
I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent. I'm for working hard for what you get and then protecting what you've got. Your home, your vehicles, your life. I'm for making an honest living and taking pride in what you do, and for giving back to the community I call home. I'm for serving my clients with the respect and dignity you would expect from the farmers that started this company. And though I know you probably hope you never need me, I'm here for you when you do. I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and if you're a Missourian, I'm for you.
I am Josh Dotson with Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance Services. If you're in Missouri, I'm for you.
Being a Lion comes with a...
The Neosho Area Chamber of Commerce is an organization that exists to make Southwest Missouri a better place to live. That is why they are proud supporters of high school athletics. They understand that the life lessons learned from sporting competition teaches responsibility and discipline and makes our student athletes better citizens for tomorrow. Learn more about local area events online at neoshocc.com. Proud supporters of local school athletics.
5, 6, 7 due up for Carthage here in the second. Taylor Stevens-Diggs, Brady Carlton, and Ethan Stark are the 3 due up against Sherwood. Steven Diggs digs in. He takes a ball, so the count's 1-0. Like that pun there?
Yeah, digs in. Yeah. Nice segue.
So here comes the 1-0. And that pitch is fouled behind us. We ain't even on top of the concession stand, it looked like, over that. The count 1-1. You know, Daryl, sometimes you got to make your own fun. It's the 1-1 pitch back up at hit Sherwood, but it wasn't hit very hard.
No.
And he knocks it down and throws to first in time for the putout, 1 down.
Kind of right off the end of the bat.
Yeah.
Little dribbler.
Carlton will come to the plate.
Looked like it ricocheted off his feet a couple times.
Yeah.
You can knock it down.
No worse for wear there for Sherwood, because if he doesn't knock that down, that might be an infield single. So that first pitch is in there for a strike. It counts 0-1.
It looks like he's got good command of his ball. Sherwood does, like that one.
So that pitch is just nicked foul, so the count goes to 0-2. Langford Insurance, dude, Queen of Seneca, and First Community Bank all sponsoring the broadcast. And we'll have to, as that pitch is spoiled foul, back to the screen, so the count remains 0-2. And why we're laughing so hard is because the umpire told the player grabbing the ball that he said, hey, and I almost beat you, and I'm just walking. That pitch is low for a ball, so the count's 1-2. Sometimes get a little bit of humor when you're that close, and you can hear things.
It's nice to see an umpire talk to the kids, you know. It's like he's not a stick in the mud or anything.
So that ball is poked out to left field,
solid.
But Klaus is going to camp under it and grab it for out number 2.
There's a lot of home runs and triples that go to die in this park just because it's so big.
Yeah, it's a very big ballpark. They actually finally put the numbers out there for us. I don't think those were out there before. It was 330 down the lines and 400 to dead center. I think really the only ballpark that may be bigger in the 4-state area as Stark takes a called strike, maybe Carthage's.
The old Rockfield?
Yeah.
It was a big ballpark. Of course, it was a major league park at one time. You know, they had a minor league team there.
That pitch is high, so the count's 1-1. Yeah. I mean, you go there, and when the flagpole in center field is in play, you know it's deep. That ball is poked in there, foul, and it's just going to sneak over the fence and over the stands, and the count's 1-2. There are more stands here now that are permanent. Last time we were here, these stands behind home plate weren't here.
Middle stands. They've got some middle stands in with a future press box maybe coming up.
So that pitch is outside. Looked like a fastball, so the count's 2-2. Deuce is wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the top of the second. 2-2, and that breaking ball stays just high. And you can tell everybody wanted that one from Seneca because everybody took about 2 steps towards the dugout as that pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. Sherwood's First strikeout of the game. It's a 1-2-3, top of the second. 1.5 done here in Seneca. No score on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
Modern man does not like to think of God in terms of wrath, anger, and judgment. He likes to make God in his own idealism and give God the characteristics he wants him to possess.
So, what's so bad about that? Well, Billy Graham explained.
This modern God has the attributes of love, mercy, and forgiveness, but without justice. This means an absence of judgment and punishment for sin. To have meaning, man's life must be based upon law and a lawgiver. The Bible teaches that God is going to judge man. Today, Christ is our lawyer, our Savior, willing to forgive and to cleanse and forget. Secondly, you must receive Christ as your Lord and Savior, and you can receive him right now and trust him.
If you'd like to know more about that, go to findpeacewithgod.net. We're the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association.
Seneca Indian Athletics is sponsored by Prairie Top Chiropractic. Located at 4556 Quince Road in Seneca, chiropractic physician Seth Wilson offers chiropractic services to Seneca and the surrounding areas. For appointment information, their phone number is 417-776-4556 or discover more at facebook.com/Prairie Top Chiropractic. Prairie Top Chiropractic, where their slogan is, better health, better you.
Five, 6, 7 here for Seneca in the second as Houchin has a 1-1 count on him. Does not offer at the breaking ball, so the count's 2-1. People's Bank of Seneca, Crowder College, Christian Healthcare Ministries, Seneca School District, SGA Unlimited, all sponsoring the broadcast. As the 2-1 pitch is spoiled foul towards the top of the screen. Counts 2-2. Both these pitchers settling in here a little bit. Cole worked around a 1-out walk in the first. So here comes the 2-2. That's in the dirt, so the count's 3-2. Sherwood really wiggled out of more trouble with a leadoff double and a wild pitch. So 2 pitches in, Sherwood had a runner at third, and Carthage wasn't able to score. So that pitch is high for ball 4. So I think that was, again, another case of a walk where the pitcher was ahead of the count, because I think it was 1-2 at one point on Houchin. As Caden Klaus comes to the plate here for Seneca. You know, it's a dark night when you got your lights on at 4:30, 4:45.
It's just dark clouds. It's been a dark, dreary day all day.
Yeah. But you wouldn't complain. You always talk about all the rain we need, and we finally got some last night.
Well, we got a little. Not enough. We could have used some more. I don't like to see, the major storms come through, but we could have used about 3 or 4 inches.
So here comes the first pitch to Caden Klaus. That ball is hit in the air to left field, and coming in and dropping it is the left fielder, and Houchin is able to get to second as he wasn't able to hold the bag. Lillienkamp had to come in and try and make a diving catch out there. I think it must have died because I thought it was hit harder than that.
It was a great effort out there. It was just a little blooper past shortstop. He made a great effort to get to the ball. And when he dove and rolled around, Houchin was halfway first. He really didn't know if he had the ball or not still yet.
Yeah.
He couldn't find it.
But he was able to get to second. I think you got to give a single on the play just because that's not a routine play out there for the left fielder. As runners at first and second here for Roman Miller as he takes a called strike. So the count's 0-1. Would not be shocked to see him bunt here.
I didn't see the signal that time. But he didn't bunt the first one.
So here comes the 0-1 pitch, and stepping off was Cole, and I think some of that is just to see, sometimes you do that to see if they square or not. And I didn't see him square. 0-1 the count here on Miller. does square. He bunts it foul, so the count's 0-2. So that wind picks up a little bit here.
Yeah.
This reminds me of last Tuesday when I was in Webb City. It was this kind of game. But I was in a press box with a heater. And I had more clothes with me that day, too.
It's baseball season.
0-2 the count. Here comes the 0-2, and they throw behind Houchin, and Houchin scampers back. They're really worried about Houchin out there at second base. 2 strikes. We'll see if they leave the bunt sign on for Miller or not.
I wouldn't imagine they would.
0-2 the count here on Miller. So here comes the 0-2. Back to second. Tate going to throw to second for 1. First not in time, so runners will be at first and third on the fielder's choice. It's a 4-6 put out. Klaus is out at second. Runners go to first and third for Braden Roark. This is where you could potentially see a safety squeeze or see Roman steal second or try and get in a pickle to get that runner in from third.
Yeah, once again, I was looking at something else. I wasn't looking at Coach Hughes. See what he has to offer.
Big lead over at first by Miller. So he's taking. The pitch is outside for a ball. Hohenschel kind of dropped it, but not far enough away to really do any damage. Maybe Miller could have gone to second, but just never know. 1-0 the count here on Roark. Cole trying to work around a walk and a single. Here comes the 1-0 from Cole after a long look at first. As he is going, it was a late steal by Miller. Counts 1-1 as that was a called strike. Nobody was covering the bag, so I wonder if that's why it was a late.
Yeah, it's probably it could have been a delayed steal, and trying to get him to throw, trying to get him to just like that if they weren't covering him.
The base.
But
so now runners at second and third with a 1-1 count here for Roark. Number 8 hitter for Seneca. The infield is in as Roark swings through it, but a wild pitch will allow the first run of the game to kind of and then score. So 1-2 the count here on Roark, but the wild pitch allows the runners to advance.
If Braden can get the bat on the ball, he's been doing a pretty good job. That swing wasn't the best swing in the world, and he knows it. But
it's the 1-2 is back up the middle, but it goes to the pitcher, and now they had Miller in a rundown, but Roark was fast enough to get to first and get back. So what?
Well,
what would you call that? A fielder's choice?
Fielder's choice. Yeah, he's on fielder's choice. They had Roman off the bag, but they threw it to home. But instead of the pitcher running at Roman, he threw it home. Roman went back to third, and the catcher didn't want to try to get Roman out. So
runners at first and third now for Lane Scribner. Then you get back to the top of the order. You have the third baseman playing about even with the bag at third. First baseman holding on. Middle infield playing for 2 up the middle.
There's a little bit of lead there from Braden.
That pitch is high to Scribner, so the count's 1-0. Scribner, the designated hitter here this afternoon. Southwest Missouri Bank, Neosho Daily News, Prairie Top Chiropractic, Lost Creek Wireless, all sponsoring the broadcast. 1-0 the count on Scribner. Popped in the air in foul territory, and that's just going to sneak over the dugout. The Carthage dugout, so the count's 1-1. I think Seneca catches a little bit of a break there. So 1-1 the count, 1 out here in the bottom of the second, 1 run in for Seneca. Cole fakes a throw to third and then fakes it back to first. Trying to see if Roark scampered too far away. I think those.
Yeah, they're worried about the double steal possibility.
1-1 the count here on Scribner. So here comes the 1-1. That breaking ball must have been just high, maybe inside. Looked pretty good.
Yeah, the umpire's shaking his head like motion is too far inside.
So 2-1 the count here on Scribner. Seneca, another non-conference game on Thursday, but it's a district game as they face Aurora. So that fake bunt is pulled back, and the pitch is low, so the count's 3-1. If you're Cole, I think you have to go after Scribner because I don't think you want to see Jagger Wilson with the bases loaded.
No, you don't. Jagger's been putting the bat on the ball very well.
That pitch is foul tipped into the mitt, to the backstops. The count's 3-2. Miller didn't realize it was foul tipped because he was about halfway home.
He thought it was a wild pitch.
So full count here on Scribner. Cole gets the sign, and now they throw back, or fake the throw, and row arc back to the bag. Seneca could have potentially 2 runs here with only 1 base hit in the inning. So that pitch is low and outside, and that's ball 4. So the bases are loaded now for the top of the order in Jagger Wilson, and head coach Kevin Berge is going to have a conversation with Colt and the entire infield. See what that conversation is.
Talk about Jagger Wilson up to the bat. I believe when I was over there at the Monette tournament watching the boys play, I believe he came up 5 times in a row with 2 outs. This top of the lineup, 5 times in a row we had 2 outs when he came to the bat. I'm like, you just can't get, you don't want, you hate to see the front of the lineup come up with 2 outs. But now he's got bases loaded and 1 out. And I guarantee he will put the bat on the ball.
4-State Sports Report, Missouri Farm Bureau agent Josh Dotson, the Osha Area Chamber of Commerce, all sponsoring the broadcast. And, Coach, I think, when it's 85, 90 degrees in May, we'll be wishing for these kind of days as Wilson takes a curveball outside, so the count's 1-0. Maybe not this cold, but you'll be wishing it was a little bit cooler.
Well, you appreciate summer more when you have to set through stuff like this.
So here comes the 1-0 to Wilson, and that pitch is hammered to left field. It's going to fall down in front of the left fielder. 1 run is in. A little bit of a bobble out there by Lillienkamp, but he kept it in front of him. RBI single for Jagger, and they keep the station moving here with the bases loaded for Drew Sherwood. See if he can help his own cause.
And Drew is just like Jagger. They do a good job of putting the bat on the ball.
Drew walked his first time up as that fastball stays high, so the count's 1-0. Evan at the Neosho Daily News. Wish the Seneca Indians good luck. Let's go get that win. 1-0 count. Here comes the 1-0, and that one is spoiled foul towards us. Counts 1-1. Those threatening clouds have kind of disappeared. Now they're just kind of...
Probably the reason the wind's picking up.
Yeah. So here comes the 1-1 from Cole, and that's high. Count 2-1. 2 runs in the inning for Seneca, courtesy of 2 base hits.
Well, here's the one you ought to be licking your chops. You don't want to go 3-1 with bases loaded.
That pitch is spoiled foul. So the count's 2-2, and that's exactly what you said there, Daryl.
he got that served on a silver platter and just missed it. I know he's mad at himself right now, but he'll probably get another one right here.
So here comes the 2-2. That breaking ball stays outside, and the count is now full, and you got nowhere to put him. You have a walk, 2 walks in the inning, 2 fielders' choices in the inning, and 2 singles in the inning. And that's ball 4. So an RBI walk for Drew Sherwood, and it's 3-0 Seneca. And this is one of those things that this year maybe more than in previous years, Seneca is able to take advantage of other teams' mistakes.
Yeah, I mean, we have. The other teams have had some innings. We've had some innings just where nothing goes right.
So that breaking ball is in there for a strike on Cade Johnson, so the count's 0-1. I mean, you think about, yes, you lost 14-13, but, I mean, you were down 13-9 at one point to Gravett. You have the tying run at second. You know, years past, I don't know that happens.
No, and we jumped out to a lead that game.
Yeah,
and then they came back, and we had a few innings where we couldn't get anything, and then we come back, almost came back and won the game. So
it's 1-1 breaking ball. It's hit towards the Seneca dugout, so the count 1-2.
Cade was waiting on that one.
Hit towards the bullpen. Seneca already got somebody up, so it makes you wonder if Sherwood is on a pitch count here tonight. So here comes the 1-2. That fastball stays high, so the count 2-2.
Yeah.
Also could just be somebody getting some
reps, maybe throwing a bullpen, but it just.
So here comes the 2. And now we are back. Apologize for that, as that was a single, I believe.
It's single, but we just couldn't get the runner in from second base.
So I'm guessing somebody may have accidentally unplugged us over there. And it's 4-0 here for Seneca.
We lost. All of a sudden, we lost the feed, lost everything for some reason. Hagen.
As the bases remain loaded here.
Still got one out.
Another run coming in. It's 4-0 here for Seneca. So that pitch is in there for a strike. So the count's 1-1. Not exactly. To be honest, I'm not sure what happened because the scoreboard went out as that pitch is pop foul.
Yeah.
The scoreboard went out and the lights went out.
I thought
too.
the lights blinked too. I think we lost service or something. Something happened. It just blinked when we come back. Come on, Hagen.
That's 1-2 count here on Ginger.
Oh.
That pitch is just outside. The count's 2-2. You got Wilson at third, Sherwood at second, Johnson at first. 2-2 count. Here comes the 2-2. That breaking ball stays inside, and the count's full at 3-2. 4 runs in the inning here for Seneca. Looking for more damage. So here comes the full count pitch, and that's ball 4. As the tough inning here for Cole continues, and he is going to be taken out because that is the second visit by head coach Kevin Berge. So 5-0 here, Seneca in the second with 1 out. We'll take timeout, get you the pitching change after this on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
Prater's Pharmacy in Seneca is a proud supporter of the Seneca Indians. The pharmacy is open from 9 to 5:30 Monday through Friday and from 9 to 1 on Saturday. They offer an automatic refill program and internet refill service online at praterspharmacy.com and through their mobile apps. They also have a drive-through window. Prater's Pharmacy at 1711 Cherokee in Seneca, 417-776-8701. Go Indians!
Crowder College, your future, our focus. At Crowder College, we have 6 convenient locations in Southwest Missouri and online programs to fit your needs. Flexible scheduling provides a pathway to a career or the opportunity to transfer to a 4-year university in a variety of programs. Cheer for the Rough Riders at athletic events. Use the Missouri A+ Scholarship Program for free tuition and common fees. At Crowder College, your future is our focus. Apply today at crowder.edu.
And we welcome you back. Seneca still has the bases loaded here. Houchin walked to start the inning, and he is back up here as he will face Carson Kinder. Kinder is the new pitcher here. 1 1/3 innings here for Cole, but he is responsible for all 3 runners on base.
Still got 1 out. Houchin needs to get a base hit. We need another base hitter here. Something to drive in a couple more runs before this inning's done.
As Kinder has the first pitch, and that breaking ball is in there for a strike. Counts 0-1. So Carson Kinder replaces Cole. Northwest Arkansas Naturals begin the 2024 season at Arvest Ballpark this Friday night, April 5th, versus the Tulsa Drillers, 7:05 p.m. For ticket information, nwanaturals.com. Proud supporter of high school baseball on KNEO. As that curveball bounces in front of the plate. Good block there by Hohenschel, and the count's 1-1.
Yeah, that's tough. It's not like a normal curveball here. This is like a drop ball. This is like an overhand drop ball. You throw it like a curve, but it drops straight down instead of curving sideways.
So here comes the 1-1 from Kinder. That fastball is high. So counts 2-1. Right now, this Carthage team is having trouble finding the strike zone. Cole went 1 1/3 innings, 2 hits, but he had 4 walks, all of them, 3 of the 4 in this inning. That fastball is in there for strikes. The count's 2-2. Houchin probably, making him get to 2 strikes before he has to swing.
He's probably looking at a curveball coming right now.
It's 2-2 the count, and here comes the 2-2 from Kinder. That breaking ball is in the dirt. The count's 3-2.
I think that jumped up and hit the catcher in the throat. It sure looked like it from here.
So the umpire going to give him a couple extra seconds, and they're going to...
It's like it jumped up underneath his mask.
Yeah, I could, the throat area is kind of unprotected, and that bounced in front of the plate enough.
Yeah, I think it jumped up and I think it jumped up and got underneath the mask and hit him in the chin and in the throat area. Yeah, when you're a catcher back there, you get all kinds of crazy bounces off the plate and off the edge of the plate. Of course, that's why I played a lot catcher. Played a little bit of catcher back in my day. Let's play a lot, but I played a little bit. I always loved it back there, but you get beat up.
Yeah, I was going to say, you get dinged and all those other things. This counts full here on Hatchton. This is one of those things where you're hoping he doesn't foul tip it, because this is where sometimes you get a foul tip and you get hit in the mask or something.
Yeah. Well,
the full count pitch is popped foul, and it's going to get out of play.
Let's hope you get hit in the mask on a foul tip, because that's the least of your worry. Hitting the chest protector, mask, shin guard. It's those ones off the edge of your shoulders and arms. That's what hurts.
So here comes another full pitch from Kinder, and that curveball, Houchin just gets a piece, so he's able to stay alive.
That's a good battle up there. If you don't like it, you got to foul it off. Do something. He'll give it to you, or he'll throw a ball in the dirt, one of the two.
So here comes another full count pitch, and that popped in the air, and that's going to get behind us. I was going to say, I didn't see where it went off the bat, but they all looked behind us.
Yeah,
so.
Straight over the top.
So Houchin battling here. This is the 9th pitch of the at-bat. Here comes another full count offering. He pokes it to first. It's a foul ball. Which I don't know if that benefits the pitcher there or not, because you just kind of at that point, maybe you give an out for a run.
Well, you got a 3-2 count. He's thrown 3 or 4 straight pitches. Houchin's fouled every one of them off. The pitchers out there is getting frustrated. That's where they get frustrated, and you can get a walk out of it. Be patient.
So here comes another full count pitch from Kinder. That ball hit to third. You have a play at home. They throw to second for 1. Could have tagged the runner at third as well. It's a fielder's choice for Houchin. No RBI. Runners will be at the corners now. Run does come and score in Sherwood, but it is a 6-4 putout. You could have tagged Cade there as well. And
got the lead runner.
Yeah.
And
potentially got the runner at second as well. It's Klaus back at the plate again. That was a good battle there between those two. They're trying to standing second there was Houchin.
I think they missed the play and missed the sign. Pitcher ducked down and thought he was throwing it, and then catcher threw it back to the pitcher.
1-0 the count.
Cade wasn't paying much attention, or he could have scored.
Not Cade. Oh, Johnson.
Yeah,
I was thinking.
Cade Johnson,
I was thinking Klaus. It's like
No.
he's at the plate, but yeah.
Yeah, Cade's at the plate. Caden's on third.
Yeah. So 1-0 pitch is high for a ball. Count now 2-0.
I don't know if last time he got 2 hits in 1 inning, but I think he needs to right here.
Yeah, he had that kind of bloop to left his first time up in the inning. 6 runs in the inning for Seneca. That ball is blooped in the air, and that's in
down.
The triangle. A nice effort out there at second. No good by the second baseman. And 2 runs are going to come in and score. And so it's a bloop. 2 RBI single there for Cade, excuse me. That was a nice effort by Tate at second.
Oh,
that was all he could do there, as that will close the book on Cole, as Cole will give up 7 runs. He's given up 7 of the 8. Kinder is responsible for Houchin, but he gave up 7 runs, and all 7 were earned. So that first pitch is in there for a strike. Counts on 1. Miller reached on a fielder's choice his first time up.
Yeah, that was a great effort from the second baseman out there from Carthage. He just, maybe he might even touched it off the edge of his glove, but it's close.
Yeah, that was in no man's land.
Just
that curveball is hit in the air to right center field and deep,
down.
And the right fielder can't grab it. As coming in to score is going to be Klaus. Trying to go to third is Miller, and he will be in there with a stand-up triple as Roman Miller hammered that ball hard.
Found the gap, hit it hard, found the gap.
9
RBI triple.
9 runs in the inning for Seneca. As Braden Roark will come back to the plate. What a second inning here for the Indians.
Everything is going right for Seneca and everything going wrong we're hitting the ball exactly where they're not.
So here comes the first pitch to Roark, and that's up for a ball. So counts 1-0. Roark hit into a fielder's choice where Miller was actually at third, and he scampered too far, but the pitcher threw home instead, and Roark got to second. As that ball is poked out,
there's another one
into the left center field in the no man's land, and coming in to score is Miller, and it's 10-0 here, Seneca.
Roman is the only one who hit it hard.
Yeah.
We're hitting these little old bloopers that's finding a hole where no one's at.
Yeah, you think about fielders' choices and walks is basically what has killed Carthage here in the second. 10 runs in the inning. So they throw behind Roark, and Roark is back safe. Keep up on the latest Seneca broadcast ball game schedule. Be sure to like us on Facebook, facebook.com/KNEO Radio. Follow us on Twitter at KNEO917Sports. Scribner now at the plate for Seneca. So that pitch is high. They throw back behind the runner. Nice pick at first by Stevens Diggs. Scribner walked his first time up, but that was against Cole. Kinder has given up a fielder's choice, a seeing eye single, a triple, and a seeing eye single.
It's frustrating when things happen.
So that pitch is low for a ball. So the count's 2-0. Newmac Electric, Prater's Pharmacy, Prolu Maintenance Center, Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, Seneca True Value, all sponsoring the broadcast, and this is a first, as the 2-0 is low for a ball, and the count's 3-0. Because you scored 10 runs in the inning, it shows a 0 out there.
Yeah. 0, 0, 10. Didn't you know 0 plus 0 is 10?
Apparently. 3-0 the count here on Scribner. Probably make him throw a couple strikes as that pitch is in there for a strike. So counts 3-1. Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home, Big Nickel, Missouri Southern State University, Marine Center Incorporated, Langford Insurance, Dairy Queen of Seneca, and First Community Bank, all sponsoring the broadcast. With the way the game is going, do you potentially take out Drew and give him some extra time either Thursday or Friday? That one is popped in the air foul. It's going to sneak out of play just behind and into the parking lot. The way he's been cruising.
I think you got to get into fourth and fifth inning before you make that decision. I mean, you got a game Thursday. You got pitchers. You can pitch Friday.
That pitch is low for ball 4, so runners will be at first and second, and Jagger Wilson will be back at the plates.
Little too early in the game to think. Doesn't mean he's not thinking about it, but still, yet if he can come out, if Drew can come out, have a 1, 2, 3 inning, they'll throw strikes, get some outs.
Yeah, and he hasn't thrown a lot of innings or a lot of pitches in his 2 innings. If you think about it, I think you get 40 or 45 before you have to have 2 days of rest, as that first pitch is high to Jagger, so the count's 1-0. This Carthage team is 7-4. I mean, you look at some of their losses. They have some good losses. They lost to Stratford 4-3 in 8 innings in the Neosho tournament. So, Stratford's 8-1. It's just right now, kind of like what we've said with Seneca. They're just having a hard time finding the strike zone this inning.
Man, it's tough. I've coached when you're having one of those innings, and it's frustrating. You can't find the strike zone. They're hitting bloopers wherever we're not. And that's what I'd be telling the Carthage kids. I was like, just relax, throw strikes. Learn to throw strikes. I don't know who their best pitcher is or who they count on the most or, who the pitchers are, but this is a non-conference game. So he may be throwing some kids out here on the mound trying to get him some stuff.
So that pitch is in there for strikes. The count's 3-1.
Just to try to get him some experience.
There are 2 outs here in the inning, if you can get out of this. As here comes the 3-1. That pitch is spoiled foul, so the count's 3-2. Runners will be off. Roark from second and Scribner from first. People's Bank of Seneca, Crowder College, Christian Healthcare Ministries, Seneca School District, SGA Unlimited, all sponsoring the broadcast. So runners will be off on the pitch as Kinder has worked it from 3-0 to full, and that pitch is hammered to right center field and deep, and that ball is up against the fence. 2 runs are going to come in and score, and Wilson is going to have himself an easy triple. A 2 RBI triple for Wilson as he has 3 RBIs in the inning. And Berge going to come out again. We'll see if we have a new pitcher coming in or if he's just talking to everybody at this point. But it's 13-0 here for Seneca. And we do have another pitching change, another break here on the KNEO, Seneca Indian Sports Network.
Seneca Indian Athletics is sponsored by Prairie Top Chiropractic. Located at 4556 Quince Road in Seneca, chiropractic physician Seth Wilson offers chiropractic services to Seneca and the surrounding areas. For appointment information, their phone number is 417-776-4556 or discover more at facebook.com/Prairie Top Chiropractic. Prairie Top Chiropractic, where their slogan is, better health, better you.
Prater's Pharmacy in Seneca is a proud supporter of the Seneca Indians. The pharmacy is open from 9 to 5:30 Monday through Friday and from 9 to 1 on Saturday. They offer an automatic refill program and internet refill service online at praterspharmacy.com and through their mobile apps. They also have a drive-through window. Prater's Pharmacy at 1711 Cherokee in Seneca, 417-776-8701. Go Indians.
New pitcher on the mound for Carthage is Ty Perry. As Drew Sherwood will come to the plate. No official at bats today. He's walked twice. Southwest Missouri Bank, Neosho Daily News, Prairie Top Chiropractic, Lost Creek Wireless, all sponsoring the broadcast. That first pitch is a ball. Counts 1-0. 4-State Sports Report, Missouri Farm Bureau Agent Josh Dotson, Neosho Area Chamber of Commerce, all sponsoring the broadcast. 1-0 the count here on Sherwood. So Carthage at this moment, I believe, has lost their designated hitters. That ball is hit in the air to center field, and it's going to dump in front of Morgan. RBI single for Sherwood. And this is 13 runs all in this inning.
Yeah, so it's the inning that won't end for Carthage. It's a
Cade Johnson comes to the plate for the second time in this inning. He had a seeing eye single earlier this inning.
Yeah, we've hit a lot of balls where they're not. I mean, just seeing eye singles, and it just snowballs.
That ball is poked in the air. The shortstop going to come over and grab it. That's Carlton grabbing it for the final out of the inning. For Seneca in the inning, 13 runs. And we'll tally the rest during the break. Back after this on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
KNEO would like to thank the Big Nickel for sponsoring this portion of broadcasting on 91.7 FM. The Big Nickel is an advertising shopper for thousands of different items, from automobiles and livestock to help wanted and real estate. It covers a 70-mile radius in the four-state area and is available in area businesses each week. Located at 1931 East 20th Street, Suite 103 in Joplin, Missouri. Their telephone number is 417-624-4100.
Sports begins. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report is where you'll find all of your local sports information. Join Sports Director Michael Imami and reporters Chaz Wright and Tashina Coleman every night. We cover Little League, high school athletics, Missouri Southern, and Pittsburgh State, along with countless community colleges in the 4 states. We cover it all. So whether you're a Chiefs, Cardinals, Eagles, or Wildcats fan, you won't want to miss the Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report.
And we welcome you back, and head coach Kevin Berge has just been ejected from the contest by the home plate umpire as they are having a conversation here, and we are going to have to, as he was complaining about some pitches, and we will have to wait and see. He will not be eligible to coach next game either, as he's having a conversation with the home plate umpire as well. Now the field umpire joins it, so we'll see how long this goes. 13 runs in that inning for Seneca in the second off of 8 hits, and they only stranded 1 runner on base, and head coach Kevin Berge is not happy with the umpiring here this afternoon. At some point, you think one of the assistants would have to step in. It's an 0-1 count on Braden Tate. It's 8-9-1 due up for Carthage here in the third inning. So you're going to have to switch first base coach and third base coach, and they have to wait for Berge to leave. Now he's having a conversation with the field umpire.
Well, he's still whining. What happened was they throw the pitch in there. They threw a pitch in there, and he called it a strike, and they didn't like it, and Berge was griping because his kids weren't getting the calls. And
as now one of the assistant coaches is having to talk to the Carthage fans as well, as they are not happy about what's happening here either.
Well,
0-1 the count here on Tate.
Yeah.
Carthage does have a lot of assistants, so I'm not sure who went to third and who went to first base coach, but Berge had to leave the building. So that pitch is in there for strikes. The count's now 0-2 here on Tate. So 0-2 the count here on Tate. So here comes the 0-2, and that's hits the inside corner for strike 3, and I think some of that might have to do with some of the conversations that were had.
Well, I don't know. I just, as a fan, you're not behind the plate. You're not behind the plate where he's at. So he's got a whole lot better look than you do.
So that first pitch is in there for a strike to Cooper Lillienkamp. This counts 0-1. This is 9 and then 1 as Cooper Lillienkamp and then Blaine Lillienkamp come up as that pitch is fouled off. So the count's 0-2. As here comes an 0-2 from Sherwood. After a long look in, that's high for a ball. So the count's 1-2. Ever Nothing Neosho Daily News. Wish the Seneca Indians good luck. Let's get that win. As here comes the 1-2 pitch from Sherwood after a long look from Johnson. Swung on and missed for strike 3. 3 straight strikeouts here by Sherwood across 2 innings. And now Blaine Lillienkamp will step to the plate. He's the one that hit the first pitch of the game to left center field for a double. Advanced to third, but wasn't able to score. That first pitch hits the outside corner, so the count's 0-1. The count here on Blaine. And now he's going to step out. And Daryl, I know there wasn't a lot said, and we can talk about this more next half innings. That ball back up the middle, and it's going to get through for a single. So Blaine Lillienkamp 2 for 2, a double, and now a single. But, I don't blame Berge for being mad about some of the strike zone calls, but I think that also could have been potentially a quick hook there from the home plate umpire.
Everything could have been handled a little bit differently. Let's put it that way. The umpire could have handled it differently. Berge could have handled it differently. But, some things, emotions run high, and they let them get the best of you sometimes.
So that pitch is outside for a ball. So the count's 1-0 on Langston Morgan. So here comes the 1-0, and then they got the runner picked off. So they throw it to Ginger, now throwing it to the shortstop Wilson, and he is out. So it goes 1-3-6 on the putout, and that will end the inning. Morgan will start off the top of the 4th. No runs, no hits, 1 hit, no errors, and they don't strand anybody. We are through 2.5, 13-0 Seneca here on the KNEO, Seneca Indian Sports Network.
Prater's Pharmacy in Seneca is a proud supporter of the Seneca Indians. The pharmacy is open from 9 to 5:30 Monday through Friday and from 9 to 1 on Saturday. They offer an automatic refill program and internet refill service online at praterspharmacy.com and through their mobile apps. They also have a drive-through window. Prater's Pharmacy at 1711 Cherokee in Seneca, 417-776-8701. Go Indians!
Seneca Indian Athletics is sponsored by Prairie Top Chiropractic. Located at 4556 Quince Road in Seneca, chiropractic physician Seth Wilson offers chiropractic services to Seneca and the surrounding areas. For appointment information, their phone number is 417-776-4556 or discover more at facebook.com/Prairie Top Chiropractic. Prairie Top Chiropractic, where their slogan is better health, better you.
SGA Unlimited is a proud sponsor of the Seneca Indians. Located north of Seneca on Highway 43, they offer equipment and supplies for outdoor sporting needs, including hunting and fishing. They are a licensed gun dealer and provide bait and accessories for fishing. For more information, their phone number is 417-439-1996. Proud supporters of Seneca Indian Athletics on KNEO. Bottom of the 3rd here in Seneca as Ginger pokes one out to left field, It will fall for a single, as Ginger was the only batter to not bat twice there in the second inning.
Yeah, that was that was an inning that never would die, especially for Carthage.
Yeah, Kinder went, so Cole went an inning and a third, 2 hits, 7 runs, 7 earned, 4 walks. Kinder went a third of an inning, 4 hits, 6 runs, and all 6 were earned. That first pitch is high for a ball on Houchin. Houchin walked and hit into a fielder's choice in the second, but came around and scored both times. That pitch is hit through the left side, hit hard by Houchin, so runners at first and second now. If Seneca can score 2 runs, this game would end in 3 innings by the 15-run mercy rule.
Well, they're on a decent start to get that done, but
the Northwest Arkansas Naturals begin the 2024 season at Arvest Ballpark on Friday, April 5th versus the Tulsa Drillers at 7:05 p.m. For ticket information, nwanaturals.com. A proud supporter, high school baseball on KNEO. As that ball is hit towards third, it's foul. Counts 0-1 here on Klaus. Klaus 2 for 2 and 2 seeing eye singles. To keep up on the latest Seneca broadcast ball game schedule, be sure to like us on Facebook, facebook.com/KNEO Radio. Follow us on Twitter at KNEO917 Sports. Klaus had a seeing eye single.
2 of them in a row.
Yeah, his first time up in the
last 2 innings.
Left field. Left fielder made a diving effort, couldn't grab it, and then he hit it into the Bermuda Triangle just behind the first base bag, and the second baseman
dove and couldn't get it.
Couldn't quite get it.
He just saying, I believe. Let's see if we can get one solid this time.
If Houchin comes around and scores, the ball game would end as that pitch is swung on and missed. The count 1-2 because of a 15-run mercy rule. So we'll have to wait and see what happens, but still kind of a long ways from that. So here comes the 1-2. That's in the dirt. Good block there by the catcher. Got to give Hohenschel his due there, because that would have had the game-ending run at second potentially.
He's taken a beating this game too. He's caught a lot of balls off the turf in his chest and up his chin. And
the 2-2 pitch is low, and the count now full on Klaus, who's worked it from 1-2. Newmac Electric, Prater's Pharmacy, Prelude Maintenance Center, Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, Seneca True Value, all sponsoring the broadcast. And here today, Coach, as here comes the full count pitch. That ball hit on a couple hops. The shortstop can't field it, and everybody's going to be safe on the E6. And I was going to say, just today, it seems like Carthage struggling to find outs.
When it rains, it pours sometimes, and Carthage is having one of those games.
Roman Miller comes to the plate. He's 1 for 2. He grounded into a fielder's choice his first time up. Came around and scored, and then smacked a triple a second time up. Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home, Big Nickel, Missouri Southern State University, Marine Center Incorporated, Langford Insurance, Dairy Queen of Seneca, First Community Bank, all sponsoring the broadcast. 1-0 the count here on Miller. Game-ending run is at second. It's the 1-0 pitch is swung on and missed. It's a count 1-1. The middle infield is playing for 2. The corner is looking like they're going to try and come home. It's the 1-1 is swung on and missed, and now the count 1-2. Also want to thank People's Bank of Seneca, Crowder College, Christian Healthcare Ministries, Seneca School District, and SGA Unlimited. 1-2 the count here on Miller.
Yeah, see if Roman can battle up here.
Here comes a 1-2, and that's low. It counts 2-2. Southwest Missouri Bank, Neosho Daily News, Prairie Top Chiropractic, Lost Creek Wireless, 4 State Sports Report, Missouri Farm Bureau Agent Josh Dotson, and the Neosho Area Chamber of Commerce sponsoring the broadcast. 2-2 the count. That pitch is hit to third. They're going to throw to second for 1. Throw to first, not in time. So 1 run going to come in and score. Hagen Ginger will come in and score on the fielder's choice. The runner is out at second. which that's a 6-4 put out. Advancing to third is Houchin, and that's the game-ending run. As Braden Roark comes to the plate with 1 out. Roark has singled and grounded into a fielder's choice, and now with Carthage knowing that, the infield has come in as that ball is poked
That should be
past the shortstop, coming in on the coming infield, and that will end the game as Houchin comes in and scores. Seneca wins this contest by the final score of 15-0. They improve to 8-3 on the season. Carthage falls to 7-5 on the season. The post-game show sponsored by Crowder College and the Seneca School District after this break here on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, 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 don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized, and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
A proud supporter of local high school athletics is Numac Electric. Serving Newton and McDonald County, they provide power for area homes and businesses and want to wish all the athletes much success throughout the season. For online bill pay and account information, the website is numac.com or 417-451-1515. Numac Electric, proudly serving Newton and McDonald County, where their slogan is your touchstone energy partner.
Hi, this is Jamie Lankford with Lankford Insurance at 910 Washington Avenue in Seneca, Missouri. My wife Terry and I are proud to serve our local community and support local high school student athletes. Lankford Insurance specializes in life, agribusiness, commercial, and personal insurance needs. Please stop by and see us at our office or call us at 417-776-LIFE or visit us at www.midaminsurance.com.
A new era in local sports begins. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report is where you'll find all of your local sports information. Join Sports Director Michael Imami and reporters Chaz Wright and Tashina Coleman every night. We cover Little League, high school athletics, Missouri Southern, and Pittsburgh State, along with countless community colleges in the 4 states. We cover it all. So whether you're a Chiefs, Cardinals, Eagles, or Wildcats fan, you won't want to miss the Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report.
First Community Bank offers reliable, cost-effective merchant services to help your business thrive. We have options tailored just for you and your business, including accepting all major credit card brands, plus contactless payments like Tap to Pay and Pay by Phone. Don't miss out on growing your business. Contact First Community Bank today and unlock a world of payment possibilities. First Community Bank, where community comes first. Member FDIC.
The Seneca R7 School District is proud to support the student athletes and coaches competing in this game. High school activities help students learn life values such as hard work, dedication, and teamwork. The Seneca R7 School District is honored to serve such a great community and wants to thank all the Indian fans for their great support. The Seneca R7 School District, tradition, pride, class.
At ProLube Tire and Auto Center, we know what it means to rely on your vehicle. We race all year and know how to get that extra inch out of every part. Precision, quality, and reliability are not just words to us. It's what we do every day. We know you rely on your vehicle to perform for your family. From oil changes to full-on repairs, ProLube gives you the best racetrack team experience, so you can be worry-free.
ProLube Tire and Auto Center, where we get it right on the road and the track.
A proud backer of the Seneca Indians is Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home of Seneca. Located at 1101 Cherokee, they are honored to serve the area with traditional service options, including church and graveside services. They also have prearranged funeral plans. For more information, the phone number for Funeral Director Mike Steele at Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home of Seneca is 417-776-2251 or online campbell-biddlecomefh.com.
And we welcome you back. The post-game show sponsored by Crowder College and the Seneca School District. The Northwest Arkansas Naturals begin the 2024 season at Arvest Ballpark on Friday, April 5th versus the Tulsa Drillers, 7:05 p.m. For ticket information, NWANaturals.com. Proud supporter of high school baseball on KNDO. And to keep up on the latest Seneca broadcast ball game schedule, follow us on Twitter, KNDO917 Sports, and follow us on Facebook at Facebook.com/KNDO Radio. And Daryl, you know, the way this Seneca team has been struggling a little bit, I wouldn't even say hitting the ball, but pitching the ball, you know, everything seemed to go right today. And today you could almost say maybe this is the day that you get, you know, things right and everything is going your way. And maybe that can turn some things around. Not that a lot needs to be turned around when you're 8-3.
You play long enough that you have those innings where nothing goes right. And then you have those innings where everything goes right and you can't do anything wrong. That was one of those innings in the second inning. I mean, did we hit the ball really hard?
Roman did it. That's about it.
Roman got a good hit out there, and Jagger Wilson got a good hit out there in the same spot. Both of them hit triples out there in that same spot. But other than that, what do we hit some good base hits. We hit some bloopers that was just out of their reach. They couldn't get anything. It just, you know, it was one of those innings where we hit the ball where they weren't, and the Carthage kids hustling their little rumps off, diving for the ball, trying to get a piece of it, trying to do everything they can to get to it. You know, they were playing hard. It was just one of those things where everything was going our way and nothing went Carthage's way, and it was one of those long innings that every coach dreads.
Yeah, I mean, you think about it. Cole took the loss for Carthage, 1 1/3 innings, only gave up 2 hits, but 7 runs, 7 earned, 4 base on balls. Carson Kinder, you know, he was throwing strikes 1/3 of an inning, though, 4 hits, 6 runs, 6 earned. So, you know, they hit the ball against him, and then Ty Perry came in, only able to last 2/3 of an inning of his own and gave up the final 2 runs. So, you know, they're throwing strikes for the most part. It's just Seneca was hitting it where they weren't.
Yeah, exactly. We put the bat on the ball. We were forcing their defense to make plays. You know, we got base runners on. A lot of those runners were, what do you call fielder's choices that we still going. That's how they got somebody out. I mean, it's just one of those. It's one of those games where nothing goes right for Carthage and everything goes right for Seneca.
We will take our final timeout, come back and wrap it up after this. The post-game show sponsored by Crowder College and the Seneca School District on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
Prater's Pharmacy in Seneca is a proud supporter of the Seneca Indians. The pharmacy is open from 9 to 5:30 Monday through Friday and from 9 to 1 on Saturday. They offer an automatic refill program and internet refill service online at praterspharmacy.com and through their mobile apps. They also have a drive-through window. Prater's Pharmacy at 1711 Cherokee in Seneca, 417-776-8701. Go Indians!
Seneca Indian Athletics is sponsored by Prairie Top Chiropractic. Located at 4556 Quince Road in Seneca, chiropractic physician Seth Wilson offers chiropractic services to Seneca and the surrounding areas. For appointment information, their phone number is 417-776-4556 or discover more at facebook.com/Prairie Top Chiropractic. Prairie Top Chiropractic, where their slogan is better health, better you.
Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Seneca is the place to go before or after the game. Check out their amazing menu of fan-favorite blizzards like Oreo or cookie dough. Happy hour is daily from 2 to 5 p.m. That means everything you can drink from a straw is half price, excluding premium shakes. Don't forget to grab one of their $7 meal deals or their signature stack burgers and top it off with a Misty Slush. The Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Seneca, located at 308 Washington, open daily from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Proud to support the Seneca Indians.
I am a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm here to talk about life, your dreams, your work, your family, and how you can protect it all with a company that will talk to you with the honesty of a farmer and take care of you with the integrity of a neighbor. I'll make sure no detail is left uncovered so your family can breathe easy. Because just like you, I chose to build a life in Missouri too. I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm from Missouri for life.
I am Josh Dotson with Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance Services. If you're in Missouri, I'm for you.
Locally owned, operated, and here for you. Check out the new face of the Neosho Daily News, covering Newton County, highlighting area residents, businesses, school news, sports, and more. Find us on Facebook at Neosho Daily News or call 417-451-1520. Go get 'em, Indians!
And we welcome you back for the final time. The post-game show sponsored by Crowder College and the Seneca School District. Darrell, good win tonight for Seneca. Have another home game on Thursday against Aurora. It's a district game. What this game does with, a 15-0 win and 3 innings, I highly doubt Sherwood went over his pitch count. So you basically have all kinds of options for Thursday and potentially Friday as well. Thursday probably a little more important, seeing the fact it's a district game, but your whole lineup is available.
Yeah, I mean, it happens. I mean, like I said, everything went right for Seneca tonight, and everything went wrong for Carthage. Sometimes that just happens, and now you got Drew that went through the game with a low pitch count, and the boys were hitting the baseball right where Carthage weren't. We were scoring a lot of runs. And so he's got, he can line things up for the next few weeks. Yes, Aurora is you say non-conference. It's a
non-conference, right.
East and West game,
Yeah.
But district game, yes, it'll be a conference game next year, because the realignment. But that's I guarantee that's when they want to win more than this game. They want to win them all. Trust me, they're trying to win them all. But still, they're trying to win. They're trying to win this game, and they're going to try to win Aurora. Looking at Aurora, probably a whole lot more than. And then they picked up Stratford on Friday night. They got to travel to Stratford, so it's going to be. We're traveling a lot. I don't think the coaches don't know for sure if he's trying to pick up the. Don't know if coach is trying to reschedule the Reed Spriggs game. He kind of doubted it, but they're traveling this year quite a bit. But
I mean, you think about it, it's kind of the back end of kind of home and homes, because Lebanon came here last year, Branson came here last year, Catholic came here last year. So usually you get 2-year agreements, and we got the home games last year. This year they get the home games.
Yeah, the Gravett game got canceled because of the rain, and we don't have to go to Gravett. And they're not making that one up. So if you pick up Stratford, at least Stratford's on the I-44, it's pretty easy.
Yeah, pretty easy to drive.
Easy trip anyway. So I'll be up there for that one. I know you're not, but I will be watching my little snots play out here. But they're, like I said, they've kind of got everybody lined up for the next few games, and it makes it easy if you have a game like this for Seneca.
That will do it for us here this evening. Seneca and Aurora on Thursday night, 4:30 pitch, about 4:05 airtime here from Seneca. For Coach Darryl Harbaugh, I'm Ben Wolcott saying so long here from Seneca. Thank you for watching the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
This has been a live production of KNEO Sports. This broadcast may not be reproduced or retransmitted without the express written consent of KNEO Sports Network. This has been a sporting outreach of KNEO Sports Network, reaching into communities to make a difference for eternity.